Assalamualaikum. My name is Mahin Mike 12 lecturer at Rehan School Online Academy Foundation Level 1. Today I am talk with Maya. Hello Maya, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's officially the weekend. How are things with you?
Uh, I will ask few questions for you. Please, would you like to give me answers?
Of course, I'm all ears. What's on the list this time?
Um,
Take your time.
what is what is the main idea of air breathing life into language?
Ooh, a poetic way to put it. I'm guessing this is about how the physical act of breathing is what actually turns a static word into a living thing. Without that burst of air, language is just symbols on a page, but the breath is where the tone, the hesitation, and the actual human emotion come in. So it makes the difference between someone saying, I'm fine, and someone actually sounding fine. What specifically does your assignment want you to dig into with this?
Why is air important for human life?
That's a shift in direction, but it makes sense. It's the ultimate paradox, right? We need air just to keep the lights on in ourselves. At a basic level, our bodies take in oxygen to burn fuel and create energy. Without it, everything just stops. It's wild that something we can't even see is basically the battery for every single thing we do.
Okay, how is breathing connected to language and communication?
It's wild when you think about it, right? Since you have to exhale to make sound, your breath is basically the fuel for every word you say. But it's more than just the engine, it's where all the emotion lives. Think about how a sharp intake of breath can mean surprise, or how a long sigh can say more than a whole paragraph. The air is what turns a sterile dictionary definition into something a human actually feels.
Why is breath important for producing sounds?
It's the literal power source. Think of your lungs as a bellows. To make a sound, you push that air up through your windpipe where it hits your vocal folds and makes them vibrate. Without that stream of air, there's no vibration, which means no sound. It's the most basic physical part of how we communicate.
How
You've
do
asked a lot about this air happy. I love that. But are we talking about how you're feeling right now, or are we diving into the word happy for your project? Caught
how
me. I'll just take the win. Where were we?
how do emotions change our breathing patterns?
Our breath is basically a billboard for our emotions. When you're stressed, you take shallow, fast breaths in your chest. But if you're relieved or relaxed, you get that deep, heavy sigh that feels like your whole body is finally letting go. Even excitement makes you hold your breath or gasp. Your lungs are basically telling the truth before your mouth even opens.
Can controlled breathing improve our communication? How?
Totally. It's kind of like the difference between a rushed ramble and a well paced story. When you're nervous, your breath gets shallow, which triggers a fight or flight response that can make your voice sound shaky or thin. Controlling your breath calms your nervous system, which helps you sound more confident and grounded. It also gives you the physical space to pause and think before you speak, which prevents those filling words and makes you sound more intentional. It's basically the biological way to stay calm and articulate under pressure.
How can breathing techniques help a speaker feel more confident?
It starts by hacking the hardware. When a speaker is nervous, their breathing shifts to the chest, which tells the brain they're in danger, creating that shaky voice. Techniques like diaphragmatic breathing force the body to signal safety to the brain. Once the physical panic subsides, the speaker stops fighting their own body and can actually focus on the audience.
Okay, thank you Maya for answering my all questions. And bye bye. Take care.
Anytime. Glad I could help. You too. Take care.